Hey, good morning. Wilson Auto Repair, and I'm Barry Wilson. Here's a tip that will be very helpful to you if you have a coolant leak and you can't find it by just raising the hood and running your flashlight under the hood. And that is to use a pressure tester like this. This is simply an air pump with a connector right here that will fit tightly and seal up against the radiator. And all you do is pump air into it, and I hope you can see this. As we pump air, the little needle keeps going up, and it's pretty self-explanatory because it gets it to a point where it's right here that says green, and then there's black, and that means, buddy, you've gone too far. So we're going to pump it up like that, and then if we were going to look for a leak, this actually puts a lot of air in here, like if you're pumping up a tire. And it creates so much pressure in here, it'll force a leak in your cooling system at your radiator hoses, your head gasket, your heater hoses, your thermostat housing, and your water pump, for example, and the radiator itself. Now, one way that you can tell if it's holding is just leave it here for about 15 minutes and see if this needle drops. If it drops, obviously you've got a leak. First place I always check is right here, because this doesn't always fit tight. There's so many different radiator necks nowadays, it's hard to get something that fits tight. But that's the first place you want to check. Now, how would I check that? Well, spray a little bit of soapy water under there to see if it bubbles when you've got pressure on it. And also the line and the connections here to make sure this is all sealed up properly. Then after that, look around. Usually you'll see some green stuff floating around. Get your flashlight out and roll around like this and look for the leaks inside of the engine. Don't forget the heater core inside. And hopefully you'll be able to find the leak. Now, the last thing you want to check is the radiator cap itself. And if you have an adapter kit like this, then you hook the radiator cap like this on there, and then you take the pressurizer right here. This is the wrong one for this, but you take it and hook it up, and then you can see if the radiator cap's holding. Now, this is a common problem right here. They don't hold pressure, and the way radiator caps work is they hold pressure of about 10 to 15 pounds on the radiator. And then as you shut the car off and the radiator cools off, the radiator cap actually opens and allows fluid to come out this, which is where that goes to the overflow tank. And then once the radiator cools off, it sucks it back in. But the cap can leak, and this is the area where it's going to probably leak on these two rubber seals right here. And you want to make sure that it's holding pressure, because if it doesn't, it'll leak and it'll boil fluid out, and you might not see it when you're driving it down the road. So that's a good tip for you. If you need one of these, two ways you can get them. You could probably go to like the Napa or AutoZone or someplace and rent one of them, or you can go to my website. I think I have some on there that you could simply click on and probably buy them from Amazon, or you can go to Amazon yourself and buy it if you need some help that way. I'm Barry Wilson, Wilson Auto Repair. Go to my website. We got lots of stuff posted that we hope is helpful to you.